6 months I'll need new hard drives. Okay. Greetings and welcome to Die presents the Grimstone Chronicles, the co-op game. I am the quasi DM today, representing the stream's adventure, joined by Ahmed and Adam. Let me get our faces in the right order, because I'm kind of DMing, and then we've got Adam and Ahmed, and your mics are now hot.
Hello, sir.
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
I keep wanting to make fun of the thing that looks like a vape when you, it's like, oh, it's got vape in his house now. It's some sort of degenerate.
It makes noise. Marty does not vape, no.
It's one of those, shouldn't you smoke first? It's an odd transition.
Yeah, I am neither a smoker nor a vapor. How's everyone doing? Para-DM, quasi-DM, DM by proxy. There we go. That's
the DM by proxy.
DM by proxy.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, let's do some. Well, Ahmed, how are you doing?
Good.
How are you?
He looks like he's having a birthday. He's got a bunch of little flags on him.
No, this is because Ramadan started. So at 8 o'clock, I have to eat something. I have to run off to quickly have dinner, but shouldn't take long.
Yeah. Of course.
Does that mean you haven't been eating while sun is up?
Yes, that's what that
It's been
would
a few
mean.
days. It's been a few days. No, sorry. Hasn't been a few days that I haven't eaten. Only when the sun is up that I don't drink or eat or swear, which is really hard.
Apparently, he also
He's
he just hung up on us. He's just like, I only copy.
Oh no, we got two Adams now. I'm gonna wait for him to come back. There we go, and then we'll change one of the Adams to Ahmed.
So you know when the resize is right next to the hang up button?
It's perfect UI, man. It's a perfect UI. It's like, whoa, the delete button's really close to a thing you're pounding on all day long. It's like, oh, gotta be careful. Don't want to undo all the work.
Like this stupid keyboard that I have, because life is like my normal keyboard because it needs to read the buttons on it.
Your restart button's like right next to
I got a sleep button. I got a turn off button that's right beside 1, 2, and 3. So in D&D, 1s, 2s, and 3s come up a lot. And then there's a button that says Zzz on it. It's just a bunch of Z's, and it's. I'm gonna go away now with the button.
You should just take that button, pop it out.
I'm gonna shill my blasted keyboard. I bought this thing. My wife actually got me this like 5 years ago. I love it. The Green Switch Mechanical. This thing is my favorite keyboard. It's amazing. It's not currently plugged in because she uses my computer, and it doesn't have any it doesn't say what the buttons are, so you have to know what to type. So it's not
which isn't a thing until they're not there, I find, for me, and then it's like, I can't type anymore, but like I type all the time not looking. Or it isn't a thing until you're like, which one's F11 again?
It's like the little two dashes on top of each other, like vertical line, the vertical bar thing, like the vertical equal sign. Where the fuck is that one? It's around the enter key, but the reason why you don't know where it is because each keyboard has it in a different spot. Is it above the enter? Is it beside the enter? Is it one to the
I accidentally hit insert. You know, it's like you gotta go hunting around for it. You know.
Yep.
Anyways, okay, cool. Yeah. Keyboards and kids and Ramadan. Awesome.
All's good.
So the stream and I, some of the folks on the stream, worked through the putting dressing on the randomly generated adventure. We spent some DM points, however. So I'm going to look at our DM points. I spent a DM point to increase the difficulty of an encounter, and the stream spent 2 DM points to increase the difficulty. I'm going to say because Mark's not here, we should divide up his 3 DM points. So I'm going to give one of Mark's DM points to the stream, and one of them to Ahmed and Adam.
Okay.
Now, given that the stream only has 2 DM points, I would ask that you guys communicate together. Don't hog the DM points. Communicate together. We've got our Discord channel. Feel free to do that. What I don't want is one person just spending the 2 DM points for everyone. So make sure you guys build consensus on your own. I trust that you guys can do that on your own without me having to
mediate.
Supervise. Mediate.
That's what I do all day.
Adjudicate. Cannibalize the Marty powers. Yeah, exactly. All right.
Not here.
So yeah, Ahmed, you got 4 DM points. Adam, you got 4. I've got 2, and the stream's got 2. If you guys want to kick one of them to the stream, we can do that as well.
So what I would like to. So my personal goal for this session and going forward is to actually spend the bloody DM points.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah.
So this is one of those things I found that they can do all sorts of stuff. You don't just have to make it harder or give me a clue.
Or easier.
It can be anything.
Introduce a thread. Like we went through that list again. Maybe we go through the list.
Do a quick refresher, because
yeah. So under meta, where did
I'll just quick thing. What I find not difficult, but I have to put a different hat on. Right now I'm the gamer hat, right? So it's like someone will say spend a hero a DM point to do something. Like, oh yeah, it's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, because I'm not even thinking that way. You're
still a storyteller in part. Like, you're still part of developing the story. I know. So it's like,
I know that's the thing. It's gotta.
Oh yeah.
That
hat. That's why I'm saying it's a process. It's a goal.
The
goal is to spend the bloody things.
They have to train hard. Head wires to gonna screw over our land.
Okay, I'm gonna add a couple while I'm going through this list because we've used them in that facility before. It's trigger an encounter, change the difficulty and details of an encounter that was rolled, change an aspect of downtime roll, change aspects of an overall adventure. You can change the magic item type on a reward, or even suggest specific magic items.
Instead of a masterwork, it's a +4 greatsword.
Well, the thing is, the people who spend the points suggest it. The person who's acting as DM gets to
adjudicate what that actually means.
If it's above the level, they're maybe that's okay once in a while, but it's not like here's your artifact, have fun, unless that's the adventure, right?
It is improv rules.
Yes.
It's yes and.
Yes.
So very quickly it becomes yes and it's cursed. Yes and it's tiny.
Speed things up. Like, remember when Cog was all alone for 6 rounds? I spent a DM point. Like let's just roll all the dice at once and. I even want to now that I've warmed up with my scripting, create the Sluggo script, slug it out script, where you enter in the AC, your 2 hit, your damage, and your hit points on one side, and your AC, 2 hit, damage, and hit points on the other side, and I guess how many attacks kind of thing. And all it does is go round 1, round 2, round 3, and then like which round does the other side run out of hit points? And it's just like because we've had 2 fights in the last, 8 games with this campaign, and by myself, like, where it was just, now we slug it out.
Now we stand in front of each other and beat
Sluggo match, exactly. And there's just, do you agree to Sluggo match? Yes. All right. Did the monsters agree to Sluggo match? Great.
Well, and I prefer this, just as a statement of the universe, to the D6 method that we were toying with before, to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Just on the face of it, this feels more.
So I'm going to tinker when I have time. Like, I have a gazillion things I need to do. Sluggo match script engine.
Sluggo-matic.
Yeah, I don't know what you want to call it.
You need to see what size. Now, are you considering, like, all the groups? Like, there's 4 opponents, and you're 5 opponents. You're gonna just flip them their sides, like here's.
No, a Sluggo only happens between 2 people. And you just generate, like, let's slug it out for the next 10 rounds. And it could be you both are standing there with a few hit points left at the end of the 10 rounds, but it could be like you ran out of hit points in round 4.
Yeah.
And you're just like, 4 rounds later, you drop. All right, let's see what the rest of the party is doing.
Yeah. My dog needs a shave very badly. The groomers, we need a better groom. The groomers are gone.
It's COVID, dog.
It's COVID dog.
So speed things up is one way of using your DM point. Let's go back on track, and then slow things down would be another way. It's like, no, I really think this should be an encounter, or I think there should be an RP, like, moment. I don't know. And remember, the stream gets to spend their DM points as if they were hero or villain points, which we've already established from other campaigns. So, crits would happen in Slug-O-Matic. Yep.
I have to do
so,
exactly
Ahmed, Adam, do you want to donate? You've got 4 DM points each. Do you want to donate?
I will donate one to the stream.
Okay.
It's like they need points to help like twist adventure and do stuff in adventure.
Right.
Like in DM mode.
So the current tally for tonight is 3 for Ahmed, 3 for Adam, 2 for Marty, and 4 for stream. We could thank Mark for not being here. We also want to thank Mark for all the wonderful tokens and an entire minor organization that he defined, and then I just went, yep, that's the next encounter. And that's the next encounter.
I think we should thank Mark for anything that's made using batteries over the next 6 months.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably came from Sudbury.
Why don't we do a recap of what happened last game? And this will be interesting, I think, for Ahmed as well, because this was Ahmed handing over his notes to Mark. And Mark,
how did it evolve?
Yeah.
What happened to the story?
Episode 6 was called The Whistling Slaughterhouse. Following Old Grey's instructions, the party visits an old manor where they encounter a pair of dwarves with mechanical arms and a strange armored warrior. The armored warrior escapes. In the dilapidated manor, Slake finds a horrible room where he remembers being transformed into the monster he has now become. In a grim interrogation, he finds out the name of his dwarvish clan and the name of their enemy clan. The party now has leads to the black market of Undertown, where they might find the armored warrior. Again, he escaped. Back at the Steelrose Mill, Agony meets an unfortunate soul named Amadeus. Amadeus is looking for a place to stay and was attracted by the smoke trail coming from one of the mill's stacks. Dugan, Schmirf, and Didi search for the location of the black market and may have inadvertently gained the attention of some local thugs. Basically, they both failed on multiple weeks. Didi by 10, asking around for Undertown, which we know is a place, and we know that the black market is somehow in Undertown, but we don't know where these things are. However, we know a name of a local guy who might have contacts in the black market. The reason why I want to go there is because we found out that this weird armored warrior who could move at 40 in like heavy armor who ran away.
The zippy heavy armor man.
Yeah. Armor Man is what we were calling him.
Armorman.
Who we believe might know more about who did horrible things to Slake's dwarvish clan, the Anvil Brows. Mark changed the encounter, I think, from gnolls to basically the dwarves with these weird prosthetics, and or was it Adam that changed it? I forget. No, it was Mark.
No, Mark changed it to the dwarves with prosthetics.
Yeah.
Additionally, some of the other like little bits of like, there was a dwarvish clan war, and these dwarves did it voluntarily, thinking it was a boon. They were being paid in prosthetics.
Yep.
So they were like voluntarily getting their arms removed and legs removed and having them replaced with like kit.
Okay, we begin tonight's adventure after 2 weeks of downtime. It looks like Capra spent some money buying a new bow or getting upgrades to his bow. You basically now have a Masterwork Strength bow, which is pretty cool.
This is the first week?
2 weeks have gone by.
2 weeks? Yeah. Cool. I have my bow!
And then Ahmed, we had Cog spend 5 days at least crafting some potions. Mm-hmm. You do have some money and a small amount of alchemical stuff that you could be using to craft potions.
Yeah. I crafted 9 potions. 2 strikes, comprehend language, cure light wounds, expeditious retreat, and a find detect trapdoors.
Okay, keep in mind that True Strikes and Expeditious Retreats, I believe, are personal spells. So in our house rules, they are considered. You have to be third level caster, so they are 3 times as expensive as a first level spell, first level caster level.
And forget the Expeditious Retreat and the True Strikes. I'll replace those with a bunch of other ones.
Okay. Those are good, but they're not supposed to be in potion
Not
form.
at the amount of not the amount of money I have. It's not yet.
Okay. I think I still do carry around a potion calculator. No, it's not in our. I'll have to dig it up from a previous campaign sheet, and I'll put that in there. It's handy. I've used it for a few other characters.
Yep.
Now, for the people who haven't been spending money, Ahmed might be one of the people on the list. Just a thing.
Because I'm saving.
If we buy the stuff from the merchants get both stronger and they get new stuff that they might have in there to purchase.
Yeah. So I have gold pieces that I need to convert to alchemical.
Okay. So
items.
There is a shop called, and the fairies can show you this. It's called the Fairy Airy at Twisted Oak, and it's this old like narcoleptic pixie that runs the place, and they're just fairies all coming and going and that sort of thing.
It's Pixie Gandalf the White.
But their purchase limit is actually pretty high for apothecary and alchemy stuff. 200 for base value for buying things, and they do have a number of potions available for sale. So
I convert 200 gold to alchemical.
Okay. And like their shop is in a park. It's like a giant tree in the middle of like a city park, where like lots of fairies are coming and going.
That pink is awesome. I want to adventure on that tree, and I want that tree to be 1,000 feet tall. I might steal that picture. I'm actually stealing that picture for later.
Yeah,
just so as you know.
All right, so you deal with, what is this guy's name? His name is Drewbarth Bumblefeather. And Drewbarth is really, really old, or he just acts really old. But...
All right.
Yep.
I like him.
But as an alchemist, yes, this is probably a place you want to invest in. Because as Adam mentioned, the more you spend there, the bigger the shop gets, and
the more you can.
The more he can sell you. Like remember those pearls of power for alchemists and stuff like that? Yeah. The weird alembics, and there's all sorts of cool alchemy items. All right, cool. So you guys spent some money. You added the money to the hobgoblins. Yes, I did. The hobgoblins arsenal. All right.
Yep. I'm probably also I'm eventually gonna take all those searing arrows, but I'm gonna grab another couple of searing arrows just to round out my kit.
Yep. Makes sense.
4 of them to be specific. Makes
sense. He almost like puts the quiver out when you arrive.
You've come back from another adventure, eh?
Yep. Okay. We've got. Let me just check the downtime to see what it is that you guys were doing. And you had 2 weeks of downtime before adventure. It looks like Capra was spending his time trading, and then maybe a little bit of time in the doing his rounds around the Steelrose Mill, which hasn't totally been like there are a lot of ways in and out of that place. And you've been like catching rats and vermin and setting traps for bugs and like damn raccoon
for humanity.
Damn raccoons. You know that there's like a raccoon family that lives in here and you've been chasing them around. We'll say near the end of that second day, once you had your bow, the second week of downtime, you decided that you were going to start like checking out the basement of this place. Because you're pretty sure that a factory like this would have connections to the sewer, or at least some sort of like water line that would go into the sewer, and probably even waste going into the sewer. And you've been sort of like in your mind you knew it was something that needed to be done, but you needed to be sure that your back was safe before going to the most dangerous area
and we still haven't found where the Hobkins got in, like the method where the Hobkins got into the building.
Slake had just finished crafting his full plate after ruining his first set of full plate. Agony has been on guard, and that's how he met Amadeus. There was a bit of role playing there. I have no idea what Mark wants to do with Amadeus, so we'll say that Slake has given Amadeus some tasks, and I don't know, maybe Amadeus and Kev are at the market getting food for the.
Is he like? So yeah, I didn't see anything about Amadeus. Is he like? Is he potent in any fashion? Does he seem capable, or is he just a guy?
He's a deformed man. The Fae failed to detect his thoughts. He's very strong. He wears rope. He works for a he wears like lots and lots of rope wrapped around him. He's got very strong hands, no weapons. So we think he's some sort of monk. And he mentioned that he works for a bounty hunter occasionally. And that had Agony like both wanting to know if this guy was trying to trick us in that like we were the bounty, or if this is a potential avenue for jobs. So right now he's been staying in the stairwell area, but we're gonna say like when we start the adventure tonight, Capra is down in the basement poking around. Amadeus is off doing a task for the group, like going to get groceries. Like Agony is basically slowly seeing if this guy could be trusted with a bag of silver pieces, you know, like what.
Yep.
And Kevin, I guess Kev, which is Dugan's homeless dude.
It's actually going to be my first follow-up.
Right. So we'll say that the two of them are using the cart to go get supplies for the group. Eventually, the group does have to pay for cost of living. We'll say we'll do that once a season, and we're almost we're halfway through the spring season right now. Cool. Dee Dee was gathering info. She hasn't returned yet. Dugan Schmurf was helping her, but what he was actually doing was stealing. And Cog, you spent your second week after doing some trading in the first week, actually building potions.
Yep.
Okay, Capra, give me a survival check. You're seeing some strange things down in the basement.
15.
Okay, there are tracks. What worries you about these tracks is that they're recent. You end up tracking these strange tracks, and it's terribly, how do we say, because you're close to the sewers and water, very rusty down here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
But you do see a grate that you're pretty certain you saw, like, when you first moved in here, but the grate's pretty much disintegrated.
Like rusted. Oh, never mind, sorry. Go ahead.
Is it so weathered with age, or like spell?
You've seen this grate before, and you remember going up to the grate and kind of giving it a tug and going off and going, okay, this room is secure.
This used to be a secure.
This used to be a secure room. Yeah, it's like 100 years of water damage to the metal has happened overnight. And it is actually a hole in which somebody your size could jump down into the sewers. But there are some weird tracks that are leading from this grate into the basement of the Steelrose Mill.
Okay, well, the first thing we're going to do is tie up that grate with just a piece of rope to see if anything is.
Yeah. Okay. So you kind of make a
makeshift.
X. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. I'm gonna bring you to the stairwell. I think your tokens are there. So you're kind of way down in the basement.
All the fun stuff happens in the stairwell.
Yeah. But you're now okay, you spotted the tracks. You didn't know which way they were coming and going, but this trail of fine, flaky metal rust leads kind of from the grate, and then it kind of runs out a little bit, and you could see some, I don't know, slimy slimy tracks that lead up the stairs. Like whatever came through here is in the mill.
Okay, we're going to try to track it.
Okay, so the first roll was to see if you noticed the weird tracks, which led you to the grate, and now you're like, okay, they came up in. So yeah, let's give you another survival check, and these tracks are very recent.
17.
Okay, you start hunting around in the basement quarters, looking for things. You end up finding, it's like some sort of piece of machinery that used to be a pump, like some sort of industrial pump that connected to the sewers. You could have swore that pump was at least a structural thing, if not, like probably not functional, but still just like intact. The thing looks like it was eaten by moths.
Well,
now that pump wasn't just the kind of iron and kind of low grade steel the building was made out of. Like that pump was made out of intricate pieces of metal, and that looks like it's been completely rusted out and is like a shell of a tube at this point.
I have no knowledges. We have metal termites. That's what we have. We have termites for metal.
Which map is Capra on right now?
Stairwell.
Okay,
and then you find these flaky dusts all around, almost like a rusted sawdust, and then tracks of these things. And with your 17, there might be 2 or 3 of them, and they're about the size of small ponies or large dogs.
All right, we're gonna
insectoid kind of tracks.
You just wait over there. we're gonna retreat and get back up because 3 ponies that eat treasure are bad. That eat our building. This is an infestation. Oh, it's an infestation. Oh, it's an infestation, guys.
All right, so you're exclaiming. You're hustling back up. You get to the middle of the stairwell, and what is the encounter distance? Give me a second.
How are these things alive in this world?
Infestation.
Oh, he's yelling. He's fine. I deal with my kids. They're fine.
Starting distance 50 feet. So Capra is coming up this ladder, and 50 feet means you spot a pair of things that are large and bug-like, like just kind of like scuttling along the walkways, and weird brushy antennas, kind of like trying to like feel out something. They're sniffing along the ground. They're like huge roaches.
Not in my factory!
Remember, this is the stream's adventure, not mine.
What we've learned, I'm just going to say, because I know this was brought up previously, if rust monsters would be hilarious against these PCs. The answer is yes.
All right.
Now, I would have introduced the druid riding the rust monster as like a reoccurring villain.
I will reclaim this world.
Right. We shall return it all to the core, or something. Just bring rusted.
All right. So, where am I at? Stairwell.
See, this is the thing. The stream produced this encounter. Additionally, with the DM wouldn't do this to himself typically. You're taking a bath and a rust monster just pops up.
Okay. So you're 50 feet away. Give me a perception check for yourself.
Okay. I am perceiving 16.
Okay. So you see the 2 creatures. They do not seem to be like trying to hide in any way. They're not currently eating, but their antennas are like they're searching around for something. Like they're kind of like if they were dogs, they'd be sniffing at the ground, but the antennas are like trying to feel out something, and you get the sense that they're generally heading in the direction of the furnaces, which is where Slake and Cog have set up their makeshift labs and like crafting area, and you also know deeper in the furnaces is where Agony has like a room next to the furnace. No one seems to be up here at this point in time.
Okay.
So at this point, I need an initiative. I will roll the initiative. I will add metal eaters. Metal eaters. There we go. Their initiative is +3, and then I will grab the random numbers.
Since our characters don't sleep, they've been staying up and watching the commercials at night, and they've bought some stuff against rust, so they have a +2 versus rust.
That's funny.
From the late night
ShamWow rust away or something like that.
They bought stuff that's supposed to protect against rust. Little did you know it was actually like lime juice and an oxidizer. So.
Yep. All right. Cog, give me a perception check. The DC will be 20 to see if you heard Capra yelling in the basement. At this point in time, Capra's like not sure if he should yell.
Okay. Nope. 18.
Okay. So you're basically putting some finishing touches on some potions and cleaning up you're actually doing the cleanup afterwards. Your potions have been created. Slake is got his armor on and is also like cleaning up some of the scrap and throwing it into a bin that will be, Vecchia bin, I guess, with all the stuff that he screwed up. Dugan Schmurf. Let's see if Dugan is around. Hi, he's around. Okay, so he's sort of around. We'll say that Dugan's taking a nap in Dugan's hole, which is his little hidey hole where he keeps all of his treasure. He's actually sleeping right now up in Dugan's hole. Dingleberry, what are you doing? The creatures have not reacted to your presence yet. You have a ladder to climb, and then another see the stairs go down to the darkness there? You like a ladder, and then stairs go up, and you'd be on the same.
This is a full round, not a surprise round?
This is a full round, not a surprise round. Yeah.
Who's that speaking rock?
Go to sleep, big buggos! We will relocate you! Sleep to sleep! We're going to try to sleep on the beasts.
Okay. So it's a 10-foot radius burst for your sleep spell. The rust monsters have a will save, and neither one of them falls asleep.
Ha.
4 hit die max, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Like they're reacting to this, like something.
Oh crap!
Something happened.
Alright, guys.
Alright.
Guys.
Cog, given that you're closest, you hear that. Let me just roll a perception. Let me roll perception for the group, actually. Slake hears Agony. Hears Dee Dee. Also hears Cog. Yeah, you definitely know something's wrong. Capra and even Dugan at a -4 will awaken. So Agony comes. He emerges this round from his back den, is basically standing beside Cog. What's going on?
I'm not sure. Capra's yelling. Something's happening. As he, well, actually, I'll wait for my turn.
Okay. Metal eaters. Yeah, one of them's responding to the motion. and it begins to move down the stairs. It's one move.
So the sound I hear in your background is like it's like the sound I expect it's making like.
Okay, and then you notice it is now like waving its antennae around. Does Capra have any refined or precious metals on his person?
Capra?
Gold pieces.
Capra does have some money. His buckler is made of dark wood. His armor is made of leather.
Yep.
He has a short sword, masterwork short sword, and a guisarme and a dagger. Those are the only metal weapons he has. His other weapons are a club and some bows.
Okay. The thing seems to be very excited when it gets close to you, and it like you've fought vermin before. It's in attack mode, like it's now a bug that's in attack mode, but it spent an action searching, like it was like smelling the air, and it looks like it whatever it smelled on you, it got excited with. This particular creature seems to be agitated by its companion being agitated, and simply just starts to. It moves up to here, it's waving its tentacles or its antennae around, and then it starts to climb, and these things climb very slow. They climb at 10. So it does 2 climbs and is now at the bottom of the stairs, but whatever it sensed when it waved its antennae around near the stairs, it seems to be really intent on going up the stairs, which leads to the doorway, which goes into where the furnaces are. So, it's
still homing.
It's still homing. It's now the end of the round. Let's see if Capra notices the one that's hiding.
I was about to spend a DM point just to make one hiding, so it sounds like the one that's like in the horror movie style sneaking up behind Cog.
No, there might be a reason why you might not notice this one.
Cool. So perception check, I'm assuming you're looking for?
Yep.
15! It's the day we roll 8.
Okay, this thing's dex is... let me see if that template adds dex. It does not. So it is 13 plus distance, so you do not see it.
Okay.
What you don't see is that for somehow there is a rust monster. It is the female of the group that is hanging upside down from some of the pipes on the roof of this area, and it's slowly moving amongst the pipes up there. And we're just going to move the female rust monster to the roof.
Who's a creepy crawly? You're a creepy crawly. Die!
Die! All right, top of the round is Cog. Cog, you can hear Capra yelling about something about an infestation.
So the last 3 times he's yelled about infestation, there had been like pumpkins in the basement, and there was like a rat's den that wasn't supposed to be there, and like hornets.
Yeah. We'll start with a shield potion.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull out a mutagen.
All right, so you're still standing in your shop area or your alchemy lab area. We'll say that it's a single move out to the front door here. So
yeah, are we gonna have it? There we go. Shield.
Slake is now using a move to grab his tower shield and a move to come over to where you guys are. Basically, he spends his round going from his shop to the exit area, and is standing. What's going on?
Capra seems to be in trouble. Get ready. I'm gonna move out to him.
Dugan Schmurf's like, he's listening for a moment. He looks over from his hidey hole. I think he's going invisible. He wakes up and goes invisible. He's still lying in his hidey hole. Dingleberry.
Kill the infestation! These ones! Get rid of them! He's bard-songing to himself and anybody else who can just...
Okay.
And then he's going to rapid shot the rust monster one.
The one that's in front of him?
Yes.
Okay.
weapon focus, 1 for the bow, point blank, so that becomes 11, Bard Song becomes plus 12, and a rapid chopping, so plus 10, plus 10. Critical hit!
Critical
Maybe.
Threat, yep.
Critical threat. Sorry, we're... Critical hit, I hope.
Yeah, these things are critable.
Sorry, that's all I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to pound crit. Crit! Or not? Wake up!
Wake up.
Wake up!
Should be awake.
Critical damage, just normal critical damage. So, 3d8.
This is with your new bow, isn't it?
This is my new bow. Oh, I'm taking new bow for a test host.
Nice.
3d8 plus 1 for point blank, plus 1 for bard song, plus 3 for strength. So it's 3d8 plus 15. 31 damage.
Holy crap. You bury an arrow right into the middle of its like weird little mandible mouth, and it makes a high-pitched screech, and it is now in single-digit hit points.
Well, we have this was a rapid shot. Next arrow coming. AC 13.
AC 13. It's flipping around, and you get another shot off, which bounces off off of its cockroach-like carapace. Yeah, it's pretty pissed off. Dewdrop. Where is Dewdrop? Let's see. 3, she's there and ready. 1 is she's not even home.
She's not even.
Oh, she's there. She was in her little bucket doodling or something like that, and she's like, ah! And she comes fluttering down. She moves pretty quickly, so it's a single move for her to get to the entrance. She's invisible. Let's see if she sees the one hiding in the roof. 16 with distance. Nope. But she sees the other ones. Oh, they're really big bugs.
There's infestation, eat the metal thing, but the foundation's gonna open again. 1,001, 10,000 dollar gods. Okay,
so she flew out. She had a look. She's gonna fly out into the middle, and then I guess within 30 feet, and she's gonna free action put a sleep dust on her.
The giant termites that eat metal, so the mermites. The mermites. Get them.
They eat metal.
Yep, mermites.
Metalites. Plus 1. It's a masterwork bow now, I think. Have I been screwing her out of a plus 1? Yep. Twiggy Wiggy is a masterwork longbow, where Twiggy
Wiggy's a big bow.
Yeah. Twiggy was a shit bow. Plus 1 masterwork is plus 11. Plus 1 from above. AC 24, she hits it with a sleep arrow. This could affect the creature. So 1d20 plus 5 on its will save. 23, it makes its will save. It's not going to sleep. She appears.
They're immune to the sleeping. The brains are too small. They can't sleep.
They're bugs. Bugs don't sleep.
It's just digging, infesting, expanding. It's like
we can hear this.
Oh yeah, you guys could hear the Fae freaking out. Let me just find my place where I keep track of the. I've got a combat sheet kind of thing for powers. So one thing used. Okay. Going back to initiative, it is Agony. Agony is going to mage armor, because he's not powerful enough to have that going all day. So he'll actually cast mage armor, and then he'll double move out to here. As part of moves, you can take out weapons. Is that how it works?
No, only as part of a charge.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's a move.
Okay.
Because
could he charge the empty air and pull out a weapon?
A charge is just a 2-action. It charges 2 actions, and
he would have no twice. AC, but at the end you'd have no AC almost.
You would have a -2 AC.
Yeah. Okay, he's not going to do that. He moves out twice and is now looking at what's going on. Let's see if he notices the bug on the roof.
I think this is the first time I officially meet frost monsters.
He does not.
It is not. We fought them before. They're usually exterminated with extreme prejudice. And there was a story arc with which original Shadow died that involved the summoning of the Rust Monster Swarm with the Ninth Circle Rust Monster summoned.
The Rust Monster comes angrily forward and is going to try to bite you first. Capra?
I don't like being bitten. No!
AC 21?
Maybe. His AC is, I think it's 22!
Okay, it bites at some of your armor, and then it brushes...
Take my CMD from that.
It brushes up against... What were your metal items again that are exposed?
I have a Guizarm and a Masterwork short sword as the two that are, like,
okay,
Guizarm,
Guizarm is one.
No, and a dagger.
Okay.
Like, weapons.
Yes. So it goes after the Guizarm. It makes a touch attempt as a second attack against you.
Okay.
Its feathery antennae brush up lovingly against your Guizarm. AC 20 touch.
Okay.
Okay, the Guizarm is now broken at half hit points.
Huh. It's a weapon! I mean, it's the one I never use, but it's when the things are really high, I use it to poke the nests.
Okay, this Rust Monster moves up the stairs and senses Agony's got some delicious weapons. It has to kind of feel them out, so it moves up to him. It kind of waves its little antennae around, and then 5 foot steps in. Move, seek, and then step is what it does. The one from the ceiling spreads its insectoid-like wings.
Do we see it now that it's making?
Now it's making. it's making giant like flying grasshopper sounds. It's bounding, and it's coming in to attack Dewdrop. Let's see what Dewdrop has for weapons.
Or what's her armor?
Metal. Yeah. She's got letter opener, which is a regular dagger. She's got a masterwork buckler that is metal. Okay, masterwork is kind of like higher grade metal, so it's going to try to touch her buckler. Dewdrop's touch. AC is 18, and it rolls a 17. And it gets a second attack, but this one is at only +1 and doesn't touch. Stay away! It's trying to tickle me!
Don't let it tickle you! Things eats metal, there's gonna be an infestation! The mermite's gonna tickle your stuff!
Cog?
Okay. Cog's here. He was like, "Oh hell."
Yep.
He drinks his mutagen. Do you need me out there?
Don't get an infestation!
There's some sort of bug that's trying to. It's weird,
Green
says
style.
Agony.
Crane style, and
Okay.
I move out.
So you drank your mutagen crane style, move out.
Yep. So.
Okay, so you're in this little doorway next to Agony, basically, and the creature.
Yeah. So I'll over here somewhere.
Okay. You could attack around the corner, but
I'm out.
oh, the thing just ignores Agony. Its antennae go straight up, and it's coming towards you. You notice that as one of its antennae kind of like was elongating, it brushed up against the wall, and the wall just went all rusty. Like rusted through.
Marty,
Yep.
I would like to spend a DM point for this to have caused some form of structural damage to upset a chunk of the battlefield.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The wall in front of cog just closes.
How that is interpreted, I don't know. But I think that we're in a big, giant metal building, and these things are crawling all over it. So,
all right, we'll say if I roll a 1, it affects Cog and Agony. If I roll a 2, it affects Dewdrop and the female rust monster. A 3, it's Dugan. Nah, Dugan's still in his hole. 3 will be Capra and 3. All right, this thing when it was attacking when it was in eating mode, it actually attacked some of the scaffolding that the two of you guys are on, and the whole scaffolding is just basically plunging into the basement. So I need reflex saves. The reflex save will be 20 to avoid falling.
Yes, well over 20.
Okay, the bug monster also makes it. But you're now in an area where the floor has kind of been eaten away, and you guys are like balancing, and the bug is like hanging on. So you're in difficult terrain.
You just had to use that, didn't you?
That's
cool.
And it'll require balance. It'll require acrobatics to balance to fight in this square. As the ground is literally being eaten out from underneath you. Pipes are falling, and you're like, that's a far way down.
How far away down are we talking?
30, 40 feet to the ground.
It's fine. We'll just hopefully no pipes land on my head when I hit the bottom.
Alright, Slake gets his tower shield, which is a giant metal shield. And double moves and is behind Cog. The thing looks even more excited, and when Slake appears, it appears at the female, kind of the thing that was bobbing up and down and attacking Dewdrop. Just simply ignores Dewdrop. Its antennas are to whip around towards where Slake and Cog are, and it looks like it wants to join the fun.
Bring it on,
Dugan Schmurf. Adam, do you want to roll Dugan Schmurf?
Alright, let's roll Dugan Schmurf. Dugan Schmurf. You can't pick on pixies. Only I can. Well, it was like an Irishy Celtic.
It was Scottish. It was Scottish. Yeah.
You don't pick on Fanny.
You can't pick on her. Only I can pick on her.
Hey, don't pick on Gladys. Nobody's picking on you.
What size? They're over there.
You're making noise. The creature seems to be. He seems to have.
It's going to be one of those little blasts up the buttock. Is where this is going.
Yeah, you take your broken crossbow bolt end and fling it towards the creature. Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to move and then do the thingy. Let me just open up Dugan Schmurf's sheet. Characters. There's a bard song running. He's got a attack routine, telekinetic blast. Okay, so he's got a plus 12 with bard song. I'm just checking to see if he has point blank. He does have point blank, so plus 13. Plus 15 while invisible, assuming this thing can't sense invisible things.
Give me a second. If you are flying forward with masterwork metal of any sort, it can smell you, but it knows you're there, but you could still be invisible. Yep.
Yeah. And the burglar's bracers are probably the thing that. And masterwork thieves tools.
Magic metal? Fuck yeah.
Bracers on call.
AC 17 against his flat-footed?
Flat-footed AC is 15.
Okay. Alright, its damage is 1d6 plus 7, and then he is a second level rogue, so I think they get sneak attack as a racial thing too. Okay. 2d6 sneak attack, so it's 3d6. 3d6 plus.
It has really good maneuverability. The chances of it descending, no, it does not descend when you hit it when it's flying.
3d6 plus 7 plus 1 plus 1. 17 damage.
Oh, yeah, you bury this little piece of metal into it, and it actually kind of like reaches down and with one of its antennae actually eats the metal out of its own wound and then continues to fly forward.
Oh, that's so cool.
Kind of hate you.
It leaves sort of a rusty, like a little rusty...
rusty trail. Is this supposed to be Dusty Trail? No, Rusty Trail.
Dingleberry. Okay, acrobatics check is your... DC is 15.
Alright, so I've got a 11. 15!
Okay, so you're... Okay!
Alright, I'm going to just fire from this position. So
in melee?
Yep, we're fighting on the patch.
Okay, it'll make a... its attacks, its antennae, it could use as primary attack, so it just basically AOs you.
Stop touching me!
It hits your non-magical polearm, and the polearm head is completely gone. It ate it.
I'm going to.
It's rubbed its antennae against it. It turned into weird dust, and the dust was just sort of flowing inside of it, and there's dust everywhere, and it just gobbles.
I'm going to I'm going to remove Guizarm. I'm going to put 10-foot pole, 10-foot adventuring pole is what it is now.
More like a 5-foot pole, but yeah.
All right, we'll 5-foot pole, sure. Yeah. 5-foot pole. We're going to fire. Okay, so we're going to maintain Bard Song. We're going to rapid shot, and we're going to attack it first with the bow that is called Kabar. AC 18?
Against the creature in front of you, its AC is 18.
Perfect.
Thank you, Barzar. This reminds me of Conan Exiles. I'm playing an archer, and it's like there's this maneuver. As you're running away, you kind of twist around and fire, and you continue to run away. And you get good at dodging, because it's like...
you have to do this
twist,
maneuver.
Run! Yeah. I don't have a melee weapon.
7 damage.
7 damage? That incapacitates the rust monster, which then, while incapacitated, cannot make its acrobatics check, so it kind of slips and falls off of the middle bar, and it goes down 40 feet.
Are these antennae
and
magical?
Fucking hits a bunch of bars on the way down.
Oh, I shouldn't fall. We're going to then loose 2 more arrows at the female winged rust monster. I think I have line of sight to it.
Yeah, the thing is in the middle. Like it's floating up there.
Yep.
It is a melee with Dewdrop though.
I have precise shot, and additionally, all of my allies that get my Bard Song provide no bonuses to the enemies in terms of like cover or anything like that.
Cool.
So I could like shoot through the tower shield that's set up.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it isn't within point blank.
No, it's 85 feet away.
AC 22.
Yeah, you clipped one of its wings.
And AC 12.
AC 12 whistles past it.
28 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1. Oh, no point blank. 5 damage.
Okay, that ripped through one of its like 4 segmented wings, and it briefly was fucked up.
Does it go down?
4 damage. Yeah, that's right. Let me see. It was plus 16. It means a DC 20, I believe. Nope.
Okay.
Still able to...
And then with the last action, Capra's going to carefully get off the falling piece of train. Kind of carefully, just kind of. Oh my goodness, we're just gonna.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Dewdrop. Okay. Dewdrop, Agony, then the Middle Eaters. So Dewdrop has her bow in hand. Man, she's not very good at damaging output, but she's gonna 5-foot step back from it. She's a perfect flyer, or she's like she can make DC 20s, so she can DC 20 fly checks, so she can hover. So she just bobs back from the creature and will attack for damage. She's concerned about bugs. angry bugs are not on her list of things to be sad about if they die.
Get the mermaid! Get the mermaid!
Yeah. +1 for Bard Song, +1 for Point Blank.
Yeah.
AC 16, she misses.
You almost got it! You should try again!
So +13 would be +8. She hit on the second one. Her bow does 1d6. Her strength is -1 with Bard Song +1. With the Point Blank shot is +1. I don't think she has anything like Deadly Aim. She did not cast Divine Favor because it lasts 1 round at her level. Nope. Okay. 4 damage.
That done.
Yep. It still seems to have forgotten about DD.
Yep.
Agony doesn't have his weapon out. He's just going to do a full round claw bite on the rust monster. His claws are +8. His bites are +7 because weapon focus claw, and with Bard Song that's +9. So 2 at +9. Critical hit and 24, or critical threat and 24. I will roll to confirm the critical hit. He critical hits.
Cool.
Dead.
Roll 100.
Lots of stuff happens.
Critical damage, standard, additional effect, major death.
Oh.
So I have to open
Well,
it. I didn't type in what major death is. Major death reported for duty, sir.
I believe major death's DC 35 fort save or die.
I think it has a little chart, and there's like a D4 roll, and then there's
like the quality of the major death.
The quality of the major death, like how good is major death?
Major death is fantastic.
Yeah. Let me just find the crit table here. So standard critical damage for agony would be 2d4 plus, with Bard Song, it would be 2d4 plus 12, so the crit damage did 17. He basically reaches down and is trying to pull off one of the antenna, the little bug thing that's just screeching in pain.
Come on, brainstem, follow the antenna.
Yep.
The little node cluster thing.
Yep. Major death is a d4, which has possible decapitation on it. 4 is possible decapitation.
The whole head comes off with the thing.
DC 35 fort save or die.
Yep.
Otherwise, 3d6 con damage. So yeah, he's yanking something off, and it might be all the.
Pull it off.
He's trying to pull the insect head out.
Here, hold these, cock.
Hold this.
That was lucky. Yeah, Agony, fucking redeeming himself a little bit here.
Good job, Agony.
It's
Hey, you did it! Good job! It's scared of you now!
Demon Lord!
Mermaid!
Demon Lord cheering some bits. These things have fort saves of +2. It fails. Agony basically steps on its head and pulls its antennas out, and all sorts of like inside complicated insectoid guts that are even more complicated because these are actually aberrations just yanks out. It's all kind of like squishy and he beats it against the ground and steps on it, and with one claw attack kills it.
Now, in this system, normally you spend like it's 3 actions to do your full round attack.
Yep.
Does that mean he spent all 3 actions?
Yep.
I think so. Like I think that's.
Yeah, because it's not like you attack to see if it's going to be a full round, because otherwise you're accepting the thing. Yeah, he basically ripped it apart. If there were other enemies, he could
keep going.
He could keep going. Yeah.
He could shred it up. He could go start beating up Cog. Just give him a slap around, give him a slappery.
Yeah, Cog, you just instinctually know, even though you've only been in your form for a couple of months, that antennae touching the metal and it just disappearing would have done horrible amounts of damage to you had it touched you. The Metal Eaters, there's still one left. It comes like bobbing in, and it's like above Agony and attacking you through the doorway, you being Cog, its touch attack with its antennae is +6.
He is a monk, so...
AC 11 misses. Yeah. That would have hit Agony. Or no, sorry, that would have hit Slake.
Everything hits Slake. Absolutely everything.
Touch attacks, man. Okay, so it does not do 3d6 plus 5 damage to a being made of metal.
How much?
3d6 plus 5. It can kill Slake in one attack.
It can destroy him in one attack, yes.
It takes its second touch attack against against Cog.
Can these crit?
Yep.
Hey, the quick question: can these crit?
Look at that! It just crit.
It's going to roll to confirm its crit. 17 does not hit you, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
So it does 3d6 plus 5 points of damage to Cog. It does 15 damage.
Oh, that's a problem.
Oh. As it rakes, kind of catching the tip of your hat, a bit of your chin, and then a score mark down the front of your chest, and it's gobbling up all this like little silvery dust that is coming off of the beautiful clockwork construction that is Cog. He's
Cog, be careful! They're gonna infest you.
Damage, taking damage.
Well, yeah, they eat metal. They're mermaids.
Cog's a monk who spent 2 rounds drinking potions to boost his AC.
Yep. Although he's a monk, that's the important part. The mutagen helps. Nothing else that he drank helped. Like the shield spell doesn't help against this. It's,
Isn't shield force?
Yeah, this isn't the ghost that's touching you. What's your touch AC?
My touch AC.
You get +1 from your mutagen. Whatever your base touch AC +1.
Oh yeah, because mutagen has
2 dex -1 wisdom. So
yeah.
+1 AC from mutagen, whatever your base is. So what's your wisdom and what's your dex?
21. My touch AC is 21.
What's your wisdom score?
4.
4. So that's 14. Okay, what's your dex score?
4.
18. So it's 19 at least. 19 is if he has dodge feet, other stuff.
Dodge, bracers of armor.
Okay, so he wasn't.
Bracers of armor don't work.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah, you need to keep track of.
Armor is force.
Yeah, if this thing was a ghost, you need to keep track of touch separate from incorporeal.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. It was really close, stream. You almost one-shot Cog. But yes, there's 2 types of touch AC. Most things that touch you are ghosts. That's why you're used to adding those things.
It looks like the stream wants to spend a DM point to deliver con damage to Cog.
I think drains a little much. I think. Do they have cons?
I have to check to see if he takes ability damage. Give me a second.
Yeah, I am. I'm not immune.
Withers at least nice saying, oh, if he gets critted, I don't want to be con.
Ability damage and ability drain both work on me.
Okay.
Ability drain becomes a big story thing. Because we're like 4 levels from fixing that.
I'm going to say no DM point spent, but 1 con damage is the way I'm going to adjudicate that and move on as proxy DM. Cog, your turn. This thing is still bobbing in the air and trying to eat you.
I'm going to flurry this thing to get the F out of there. There's no way I can get a flank on this thing, right? Wait a minute. If I hit this thing, is it just that its antennas that are doing this damage?
Yeah, its antennas are long, 4-foot long, fluffy looking antennas, and any metal it's touching, it comes across. Are you going to take your metal hand and try to slam it into the metal eating creature?
Yeah.
Everybody, so far they've been shot with arrows, hit with crossbow bolts that melted, and then clawed. And nobody's.
Yeah. So, I'm going to not hit it, but fight defensively. Not hit. Yeah. So I don't know enough about whether hitting this thing will do damage to me or not.
Right.
The arrowheads that have gone into it have already
Melt.
been eaten away.
Right, and I don't know how.
Well, you actually saw it. It was licking the metal right out of.
So it had to go in and touch itself. Okay, so I'm going to flurry it.
Are you doing this defensively?
I'm going to fight defensively, flurry, and then I'm going to.
And all your defensively stuff with crane style, all that adds to your touch AC.
Yep.
Okay.
So the shield does not do anything.
It seems to be really excited when your fists are coming towards it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically trying to like flap its little tentacles in front of you. You're like, ah!
So 6 is a Bard song.
Yep.
There's Bart song.
Okay. 20 plus 7.
Okay, it's a hit and a miss.
Okay.
On the hit, I need you to make a reflex save to avoid getting your.
Oh wait, 1 damage. Good job.
To avoid
On
getting.
the reflex save, it's
Oh, this will be bad. That's not a good trade. If you do one and it does 15.
reflex save 8.
Okay. Your fist
Oh wait,
is
8. Sorry, 7 and 6 is 13.
14.
okay. The
13?
DC is 15. So basically, one of the fluffy antennas did like twitch and hit your hand as it was coming through. It does 15 damage to you,
Oh,
and you
hold
do
on.
1 damage to it.
So I lose a con, which is oh boy, not good. So that's minus 3 to my
So
hit points.
You've lost 2 con total. So was your con even or odd?
2 con total. So
Well, so far you've lost 1 con previously, so it was 3 off, and then he's going to roll a d2 here in a second.
Right, go ahead, roll a d2.
This one doesn't do con damage. This is just
Okay.
Yeah.
It was the mega hit. It was the yeah.
27. So my total right now is 27, and I've already taken
The con thing was a one-time deal. With it's like no.
15.
It's on the attacks that are near crits. You know, potential critical attacks.
How many points you got?
I am unconscious.
Okay, you've actually shut. Cog has shut down.
Mr. Malfunction.
What the fuck? it's like, what the fuck is that thing?
That's not good.
Oops. Why are you moving, Cog? Sorry.
All right. Slake doesn't want to go and punch the thing after he saw what happened to Cog.
Yeah.
Does he have any sort of weapon that's not the family heirloom?
He's got the masterwork dart and a dagger. He has also got the masterwork crowbar, which acts as a club, and a club is a thrown weapon. Like you could biff a club. They're all metal things.
They're all metal.
So why don't we start with the dagger first?
Yeah.
He whips a dagger. Now he does not have brutal throw. He's got a dex of 1 and a bab of 1 with a bard song. This is +3.
And it's in melee. He might want to stab it. There's a precise shot in play. He's gonna stick it in his ear. You don't know, or geez, he both for the AC-21 or whatever.
He draws the weapon, stands over, he pushes the body up.
Hold on. Cog is going to be waking up in a second.
We don't know that.
Yep. He basically does a maneuver where you switch with somebody. Like he kind of like just jams his body out of the way. A bunch of like little springs and cogs kind of go flying from him as he's sort of as he's now on the ground. He draws his dagger and then tries to plunge it into the greedy little face of this metal-eating monstrosity. He is going to power attack with great. No, he's just gonna stick it in. There's no power attack.
This is the stream showing me that Capper shouldn't have called for help because Capper doesn't have anything really of value, so they could have just been tickle fighted to death.
You want these arrows? And you just end up feeding arrows to the.
And then just lead them slowly out of the thing.
like the old granny lady in Lake Placid feeding the crocodiles.
Yep.
Okay, he can't rage because rage is an action. It is not a masterwork dagger. He misses. Oh, fuck.
Well, his dagger's safe.
Yep.
Slake has 10 hit points.
He has 20 hit points. He can be one-shotted by a hit from these things.
What happens when he gets to 0? Does he have a con?
Dugenschmurf. He does have a con.
Okay, good. Dugenschmurf. The Doogs.
So, spontaneous healing kicks in automatically when I fall unconscious.
Okay. Which happens, I think, at the beginning of
on your turn, you heal. So at the start of your turn, you heal.
Okay.
All right, Slake missed. He had to push Cog out of the way, draw his dagger, and attack. And he's like extending his arm really, really far. And it's like licking up.
There you go. Pick out someone your own size. We're gonna flick
Who's making very loud noises? Is flying and hovering.
We're gonna flick a little rock at it. All right, arrowhead.
Yep.
AC 21.
You hit, and it's a sneak attack because of flank.
It's 3d6 plus.
You stick it right up its thorax, right off the back end of its thorax.
26 damage.
It disappears into its back end, and all sorts of insect juice comes out.
That's one I don't see.
So you took a creature that was 36 hit points and dropped it to minus 14.
Yeah, I'm the king of the skies around here.
Minus 16.
Minus 16.
It has a 13 con, so it kind of falls, squishes against the it hits this wall and then just falls dead along this rampart.
Do the antennas keep?
The antennas kind of like they close up. It's like they harden and curl up into these like donut roll, almost like curls, kind of like.
Cinnabon.
Yeah, like a weird Cinnabon. It's got the right color for it too. Actually, don't like.
You should eat one.
Face skeletal and then just goes away. Make a new character.
Now it would be cool to turn that into. I want to use a DM point to be able to harvest that and to use it as some sort of dust onto.
Okay.
We'll
decide exactly what it does, but I'm going to say Rust, Monster, and 10A are harvestable. Done. We're still not out of combat. Capra notices that during the excitement, that there are 2 people standing in the walkway that leads to the outside where Agony likes to hang out.
Huh?
One is really large and there's something wrong with his teeth. And the other one is small but feisty looking.
So are you master and are you blaster?
And I'm going to add them to the initiative sheet and then we'll do a quick...
I already removed my 2 points, my DM point.
As we have entered rolling encounter zone. Alright, I need to open up a thing. Javner Spreet and Bitey Pete.
I don't know if that picture is somebody intentionally snarling or if they just don't know how to smile. Because it looks like just a class photo or whatever.
Bitey Pete has like a big sack of stuff on them. They are armored and armed. Javner the gnome is wearing breastplate and has a longsword that is out. A steel shield in the other hand. Bitey Pete does have what looks like a glowing amulet around his neck. He's got a bow on his back and a battle axe that he's sort of like flipping in his hands, and it looks like he's got a big sack of stuff, like they might have been looting or something like that. His sack kind of drops when he looks at all of you. Let me roll 2d20s. Actually, I'm just going to reset initiative.
Reset. Oh, the rust monsters are a problem. They've got scorching rays as primary
attack. We did hum and ha about whether or not rust monsters were 2 cheese or not. Like,
well, they do show up. We know, like the way this planet is built or this realm is built. They are story appropriate, right? It's a big metal based thing, and there's lots of rock and metal. Like, it's a common element here. We have golem characters, which means they need to show up eventually, and it's just a matter of when.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, what do we have here? Bunch of freeloading loafers.
Yeah, time to pay your tax.
Pay the who to the what now?
This is our fucking turf. I don't know who you think you guys are, but your rent's overdue.
Agony, do we have a rent overdue thing?
It was fun watching you fight those bugs.
All right, look at here, you wee. Over here.
Drop your bow.
Around here.
Javner Spreet is just basically waving his sword. He's kind of like talking at you with his sword. He's like, "Put your bow down."
Oh yeah, we can take the bow.
Yeah, it's a nice bow.
He's delaying. Dugenschmurf.
All right, short stuff. What are you thinking all about this whole rent thing? I'm the landlord around here.
Fairies. I like eating fairy wings.
You don't.
Oh, you think you would, big guy? Somebody gave you new teeth for something, I'll knock out the rest.
You're supposed to actually sniff it, but sure.
Well, these two assholes have just admitted that they grind fairy dust and fairy wings into...
They
drugs.
they do drugs. They do... Imagine drugs were so bad that you had to kill sentients and consume them for your drugs.
They aren't real people anyways.
I don't like you.
All right, what's Dugan doing? He's flying down. And
he triple flew out over to go mouth off to the people asking for rent.
Yeah, give me your bow. He walks right up to Capra, and he's got his hand out. Axe in the other hand. He's trying to take it. He's trying to disarm you.
No. What's wrong with you? No.
What's wrong with you? No. Let's see. Those stats look like raging stats. Okay, so he is going to... Are you threatening him in any way? Like, do you have any...
Give me a second. I don't believe fawns have a natural attack. I think they just No, he doesn't have anything that threatens.
A 25.
Give me that back!
Give me that! It's nice! He shows you his teeth. His teeth have been filed down. Like, filed down to points.
So he has a bow in one hand and what in the other?
A battle axe in the other.
Okay.
Agony is like... He looks at Cog for a moment and then sees these assholes. We gotta help Capra. And he's gonna start moving down the stairs. And this area doesn't have stairs. That's right. We have to kind of like climb down. I'm gonna say that you guys have put up a ladder at this point. You've been here for months. The ladder is in this sort of box right here. It ends up like
back here somewhere,
dropping in behind this this area. Like you kind of like run out around that corner. So he's moving and then moving. I think he gets to about here. Like he's behind that wall as he's moving out to help. Metal eaters. Remind me when you wake up, Ahmed.
Yep.
There's something specific about the female rust monster with wings that you might notice. Slake is just not having any of this, and he's going to start his slow 20-foot move speed because he's wearing full plate.
Holy fuck, it's him!
Give back my bow!
Slake, with his good climb speed, is going to try to do that sort of like down, like firemen pull down the.
Did he take off his shield, or is he going to be taking the -9 armor check penalty?
Yeah, I think he just fell 20 feet for 3 damage. Yeah, with his normal full plate, not masterwork, and he doesn't have armor training yet, and he's got his shield out. He tries to be a cool guy, and it's like, the little gnome is laughing at him. Oh, what happened? Dewdrop.
You guys are bad!
Give back my bow!
They just admitted that they crush up fairy wings to snort.
Or they're at least familiar with the practice.
Yep. Okay, she doesn't like what Capra's doing. She's going to try a different tactic. She's going to fly down within 30 feet, where she's got a good shot at the guy. She's going to try to do a friendship arrow on the big guy with the bow. Bardsong is still running, technically.
Yeah.
So 11, 12, 13 hits. He
this will be close.
isn't raging. His will saves +3, so yeah, he's a bunch of like friendly colors and things go around him. He sneezes. I don't think it worked. Move, fire, dust. And then she's just gonna move around a little bit, like flutter around to get a better view. Cog.
I gain 5 hit points.
Okay.
So he actually wakes up with.
Yeah, so fast healing happens like that. So you wake up, you are on the ground.
System malfunction. Hand is like partially crippled.
Yep. Some emergency like magical juice from your alchemy kit kind of like surged throughout your system and is slowly reknitting your metal loss.
Yep.
You sit up, and when you kind of sit up, you're staring at the body of the winged thing.
Hold on. How much damage did I took?
Are you still
32? Oh yeah, so 20. Okay, so
You're awake?
Yeah, I'm awake.
Okay, give me your perception check.
Okay. $16.
The female winged rust monster has an intricate looking crocodile necklace around its head. Like a crocodile tooth necklace. Like it's wearing an item.
Yeah.
Look at you later. He takes a potion and he takes a cure light potion and drinks it.
Okay.
I'm finding I can't find the spot in my character sheet where it says that when I feed someone a cure potion, it gives me
your character level. I think it's a trait.
Okay.
Or a feat. It's one of those. Improvisational healer. Caster level of potions equal to ranks in heal.
Okay. Ranks in heal, so 3.
Which for you is ranks in knowledge nature. Yeah. So 1d8 plus 3 divided by 2.
4. I will take that.
All right.
Just tripled my hit points.
Dingleberry.
Oh, we're just gonna snort you.
Stay away from her! He's going to take a step back. He's going to cast hideous laughter on him.
On Bitey Pete. Okay.
Yep. I'm going to tell you a joke, and you're going to pee yourself, and everybody's going to see you pee yourself. Ah!
All right. He's not raging yet, so his will save is only plus 3. He gets a 9.
He's laughing. Laugh, fall prone, laugh yourself, pee yourself. Yeah, it's funny, don't you? You think it's funny, don't you?
I'm gonna snort the fairy.
What? He's laughing. What is? How many rounds is he basically doing this shit?
Up to 3 rounds. Each round on his turn, he gets to attempt another save.
Okay, hideous laughter, hideous laughter, hideous laughter. Got it. That was Dingleberry's go. You stepped and did a thing. Javner is going to move forward.
You fucking asshole.
Comes.
You're a fucking asshole.
Yeah, you can make it there with one move.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Okay, he doesn't have Bull Rush, because otherwise...
We're going to go for a run.
Yep. He's going to swing at you with his longsword.
Hey, you guys want more help?
AC 22?
That's my AC.
Okay.
It's a normal longsword?
Yep.
Okay, DR2.
Okay, it does 6 damage, so 4 damage.
You got me! Hey, these guys are... They're cutting people!
He shows you the blood of the sword. I'll take your horns. You don't stand down.
Well, you're not very nice, and I don't think that you're abiding by the rules of the place, so you're, like... not allowed here, and you're not welcome.
You're an old rat. You're in the rats' territory.
I'll fucking kill rats! You're a rat! Fuck infestation! Infestation!
He blinks, and he doesn't quite... He takes your tone as hostile, like he's looking back at Bitey Pete. He's just going to swing again. -5 this time. AC 23.
Yep.
-2. He cuts you again for 3 damage.
Oh! Oh!
Death by 1,000 cuts is what he says.
This one's Rat Smasher!
Dugan
Dugan is going to think he moves. Or he flies. I think he flies at... Wait a second. I think his fly speed is 30. Or I've been treating it like 30 because I've been playing the other system for so long. Just assumed. His fly speed is 50. I'm just seeing if he can get himself into... He can't quite get himself into where it would be a flank, but he's just going to go. And then
more fairy dust.
Get hold of yourself, Buddy Pete.
I'll take care of you later, Biggin.
Come on,
what are teeth made I think those teeth are going to go into the flicky jar. The flickies.
Slake's pouch, yeah.
Well, that or Dugan Schmurf's ammo bag.
Oh, he's just gonna flick sharpened teeth at people. That's so icky.
We're gonna flick a arrowhead at Javner.
Okay.
You've been warned. I'm the landlord here. My territory.
My island.
AC 16.
No, that plinks off of his armor. He's got a shield in one hand and breastplate, and he's pretty quick. So he partially ducks. All right, Bitey Pete, how does this work?
So he is prone and laughing. So the subject can take no actions while laughing and is not considered helpless. After the spell ends, it can act normally. On the creature's next turn, it may attempt a new saving throw to end the effect. It's a full round action that provokes no attack or opportunity. So each round, it's prone, full round action to try to save. Or it can just sit there and laugh.
He gets a 1.
He likes laughing. It is... Shit's hilarious.
We're gonna take their wings.
Oh, the fairies are going to... Oh, he's... Oh.
Agony is going to come running around the corner here. It's 1 move. 2 move gets him to here, so he can't quite... He will take out his polearm now that the rust monsters are gone. Yeah, he'll take out his Lucerne hammer as he's coming around the corner. Metal Eaters, I just gonna remove them from the sheet. They're done. Slake picks himself off the ground.
That's one way to get down.
Yep. He marches around the corner. That's his 3 moves. Dewdrop. She's gonna think for a moment about rats. What did they mean when they said that?
It means they're vermin. They're an infestation.
It's a gang name.
Oh, it's a bad name.
They're the main gang in the old stacks.
You pay tax!
Yeah, that guy. I don't like that guy.
I pay taxes and rat pelts.
Yeah, in fact, Capra, you do see that each of them has like a dead rat on a string around their neck. Like it might be some sort of emblem.
Hey, looks like hey, you have my card.
Okay, so Dee Dee is going to cast. Well, she's not going to do abundant ammunition.
That works better in concert with Bo.
Yep. I think she's going to make it very greasy underneath Javner and Bitey Pete.
It's all slippery.
Yep.
Work well for Dugan.
Yep. So there's a greasy area. Hey, Tay. And Javner is the only one that is up right now. Oh, that's not a good save. +6, he fell.
Oh, we're gonna smash him.
Yeah.
Dude drops his flat around with her last bit of that movement, giggling.
Get the Batman.
Cog.
He's gonna drink another potion. Start making his way down towards see what's happening here.
Okay. Do you have like slow fall as a monk?
No, I'm taking the stairs.
Okay. Your movement rate, so is 40, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one move.
That's good. So another 4 hit points back to me. Meaning 17. No, two potions to it was 2 actions to drink, and I only had 1 left. That's it.
Yeah, so one move. You zip down the stairs.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
Dingle. Your bow is still in Bitey Pete's hands. they're both like spinning in the grease.
I pull out Rat Smasher.
Okay, this is your big club.
It's my great club. And we're going to maintain Bard Song, and then we're going to use Arcane Strike. Then we're going to bap him.
Alright, so your great club is glowing?
Yep. AC 15 against its flat-footed AC.
His flat-footed AC with his...
Not flat-footed, it's prone.
Yeah, with his prone AC, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll take a while.
His AC standing there with his dex and his armor and his shield is 24, so AC 20 while prone.
Okay.
It's like a little armored...
It's a little AC build. Yeah.
Alright, Javner's like,
How many of you freeloaders are in here?
he's saying...
It's alright.
I tell you what,
Please.
we'll forget all this if you hand him over.
And he's pointing to Slake.
We'll forget all this if you give us your rats and our stuff and you forget about it.
You don't run the neighborhood. You don't know who you're messing with.
I'm gonna snort the fairies!
Here, boyo, we do run the neighborhood. Everything we see belongs to me.
This is Dugan. Acting much bigger than he is. Okay. Alright. Javner is going to stand.
Okay, I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna bite his ass.
Yeah, he blocked with his shield and stab at Capra. Plus 11. AC critical threat. AC 21.
Not a crit.
By one.
You lucky man.
1d6 plus 4 minus 2.
Gotcha, make it bleed.
7 damage.
I can do this all day.
Alright. He sees you precariously standing against that area, and given that you've already used your AOO, he's going to try to push you off. He tries to like... Do you have combat reflexes?
No,
okay.
Not yet.
Alright. This is a combat maneuver. He's already taken an attack subtype action, so let me just take a look here. He's small, so his CMB isn't going to be all that great.
And does he have the dex-based CMB stuff, or is he strength-based still?
He's still strength-based. It'd help if I looked at the right character. Okay.
Yeah, the barbarian would kick my ass and punt me like a football.
Yep. His CMB is plus 6.
Okay.
So minus 5 would be plus 1. He's basically like trying to body check you off. He rolls a 7. Nah. But you could tell what he was trying to do.
No.
Yeah. Dugan
Dugan is going to weasel his way into the flanking position.
This is against Javner? Yeah.
Against Javner. And I'm just going to check to see if Dugan has the precise shot, because if he doesn't, Dugan is fired. Dugan has precise shot, therefore Dugan is not fired. Okay, so plus 11, plus 2 for flank, Bard Song, and Point Blank is plus 15. AC 28?
28 hits him.
18 damage.
Holy shit! Yeah, he buried the thing kind of between the guy's helmet and his breastplate, and he's bleeding out of the back of his neck. That hurt him badly. He is not bloodied by that.
That's what you get for being on private property.
No, he's not bloodied by that. Yeah.
Oh.
Gog, get in the front.
Bitey Pete is going to make his full round will save action to try to stop laughing. Oh, it hurts! He's like his side is hurting. He gets a 16, which does not.
So he's a human, so he gets a +4 on the save. So 16 makes it. So he's prone and he's done laughing.
Okay, so I'll get rid of the yellow. Oh, you made me piss myself!
Give me my bone!
Agony is going to move in for a flank against the little guy, because the little guy looks like a problem.
He's in the grease. Just push him off. Slide him off the edge.
Do you want him to try to slide Bitey Pete off the edge?
He's prone. Just push him off.
He's in the grease. It's like, what's it called?
All right, so Agony walks up to Bitey Pete and is going to push him off. Bitey Pete has not started raging yet, so he can't bite.
Right.
However, Bitey Pete does have an axe in his hand, so he'll swing. He'll swing that
from prone.
From prone.
When he was laughing, he wouldn't have been able to.
Not
raging.
Raging.
Yeah.
So Bab would be that, and then his strength is that, and the weapon prone would be +5. AC 9 misses, so he does not interrupt Agony's
bull
rush.
Now, what? How are we adjudicating the slippery the grease? Will it be like +5 feet to the distance pushed?
No, I think it's just going to be a +4 to the bull rush.
+4 to the CMB check.
Yeah.
Cool.
And prone detracts from CMD, right?
Yes, it does. Whee!
Yeah, he might be going zoom zoom zoom. So Agony moved up and then attacked, and Bardsong is running. So that's a +8 CMB. We'll add the 4 to that for the greasiness. You got a 14. Boo!
What's the CMD of the guy who's prone and not raging?
Okay, the CMD of the guy is 21. Prone would be 17.
Okay, so you give him a shoulder rub.
Yeah, he basically pushed him, and he spun in the grease a little bit, and Agony could try again, but this would be a -5. Yeah. So +1 +4 -5. The DC is 17. No. Can't critical miss on CMB check. So yeah, Agony's trying to push him off and slide him through the grease. He's, get your hands off me!
Hands on my bum! Pee-pee pants!
Slake comes stomping around the corner.
Oh, you did it! Well, you were good now.
Guys, I gotta go eat. The AC and flurry is on Cog. That's for him doing fighting defensively.
Okay.
Don't die.
Slake
don't do what I do. Don't die.
double moves and is going to, I don't know, punch the guy on the ground.
Stomp on his head.
Yeah, Wither, make sure that you guys are coordinating on DM points, please. Discord is a great place to do that. All right, Slake is he'll power attack punch the guy on the ground.
Punch.
Yep. Bardsong is running.
Bardsong is running.
Oh my goodness, Modron.
Oh, Modron loves these guys.
Yeah. He comes over and I guess it's just a greasy mess and the guy's falling all over the place and he's hard to hit. Slake Dewdrop. What should she do? She does not like Bitey Pete. Bitey Pete's got a +4 AC because he's lying down against ranged attacks, though.
Right.
She does not. She does not have precise strike. So firing into melee with her friends with sleep arrows is not a good idea.
Well, yeah.
Dooby-doo. She cast that grease spell.
Yep.
She could do another one. Like in the same spot to force a reflex save.
She could, like... I'm not saying that Capra is very hurt, but that's just not, that just as a thing that could be done.
Oh, are you hurt?
He's 14 damage.
Oh, yeah, that's significant. That's also probably pretty noticeable. Let's just make sure that I took off the grease spell.
You stabbed 3 times.
Yeah, Slake and Agony are fine, so she'll fly up behind Capra and use a lay on hands for 4 healing.
One of the stab wounds went away.
Oh, they should beat you up.
Cog is moving down. There's 40 and 40.
I think he heals 5 from his fast healing.
Yep.
So 12 damage.
Now he can get into threaten.
Yeah, his AC is pretty jacked.
Okay. Who does he want to threaten? Javner, or does he want to threaten?
I think he's going to threaten Bitey Pete.
Bitey Pete? Okay.
Yeah.
Dingleberry.
Dingleberry is going to just maintain the thwompening. So he's going to continue Bard Song. He's going to re-arcane strike the club because we don't hit very often, but we hit.
Waving the club around and spreading the magic down the big club.
Just going to swing at Javner. AC 20, AC 22 actually.
Missed by 2.
Okay, and AC 18.
Okay, yeah, he's just blocking with his shield.
Look at all you. You're gonna owe so much tax.
All right, Javner Preet isn't done cutting Capra though.
You got stupid legs, you goat.
AC 16.
You got a stupid face, rat!
AC 8. And then we'll...
Yeah, 5-foot stepping and no grease spell.
No, I guess swinging a bunch. AC 16.
Yeah. We're the rats. We rule the old stacks. You can't stand against our strength.
All rats everywhere will fall!
Dugan Schmirf flying around.
Dugan Schmirf is going to reposition himself over Schma.
Okay.
And is going to whip a rock up Javner's butthole.
Telekinetically throwing a bit of a...
AC 23, I think, is a ping off a shield.
Misses by 1, yeah. Bitey Pete. Oh god.
He gets the pounding if he stands up.
Oh, Bitey Pete. Okay, so he's a warrior. He knows. He can do.
He can slide off that cliff.
He could fight defensively, try to stand, which I think is what he'll do.
Okay.
So that gives him a plus.
Well, how many does he have? Is he 3 ranks in acrobatics?
He does.
Should be if he's
Yes.
3rd level in a.
So
he doesn't,
plus,
then he's still
yeah, he does.
points wrong.
Yep.
Okay. Then it'll be +3 AC.
Okay, so his AC is actually only
Minus
1 less. Yeah.
Yep. Let me just get the cog.
However, Bitey Pete's got some pretty. He's not wearing much armor. In fact, he's not wearing any armor. Oh god, he's gonna get destroyed by this.
Trumperson over here. All right.
Okay, order of initiative for AOOs. Agony will take his. Agony's too close for his pole arm, so he's going to use his bite instead.
Okay.
And give me a d20 roll for Agony.
All right. 5.
5 plus 8, 13. All right, so Bitey Pete's AC is 13. Prone, it's 9. Defensive prone is 12. So Agony
he's gonna get pounded.
Agony's gonna hit him. 1d6 plus 6 with Bard Song.
Okay. 10 damage to Bitey Pete.
Agony bites Bitey Pete. Alright, and then the next AOO is from Slake.
Bitey Pete, you don't want to be hit by this one.
Slake's going to power attack on this one. This would be plus 9. Just punished for standing up. This was 1d4 plus 14.
17.
27 damage. Oh! And then Cog is the last one to take his defensive AOO. No.
He misses?
Yep. Alright, now he's standing. Okay. He rages.
Okay, so he stood, he raged, his defensive isn't in action, and then the -4 to hit if he attacked for the defensive.
Yep. He is going to try to... He's going to bite Agony back.
Oh, they like each other. They're dragon kissing.
Bite me with the AC 11. Agony pushes him away. Like, get away from me. Okay. Agony's full go.
Well,
I think he drops his pole arm and does full round attack. Give me 3 d20s. I think this guy's easy to hit. He's going to power attack on all these.
Just thump him to death. I rolled a 7, rolled an 18, rolled a 7.
Okay, he claw bit this guy, power attacking. So this is 2d4 plus Bard Song, 7, 8 plus 16. And his bite will be a d6 plus 8.
35 damage.
Yeah, Agony latches on, starts to tear and bite and... Oh,
they like each other.
Flesh rending and tearing, things popping. 62 damage on Bitey Pete, who's still standing. Yeah, but like in his rage, it's kind of territory. Slake.
There are many options before him. They're all equally good.
I think it's just gonna punch Bitey Pete in the face.
Yeah.
Looking for teeth. Slake will. He sees somebody getting mad in front of him. He gets mad and he'll rage. So he'll spend the action to rage. Yeah. Yep. And just plow his.
We're gonna have problems. We're gonna have rat problems.
Raging slam attack with Bard Song is AC 27 for 1d4 plus 18. His metal fist meets Ugly Punum for 20 damage. It's 82 damage. That drops him, Bitey Pete, to minus Math. Minus 14. Then he falls out of rage and loses 8 hit points. So minus 22. His non-raging con is not 20.